Fuck it, we'll do it live. Hi, my name is Master 101.
Bitch titties, bitch titties.
And welcome back to another McFrickin' Random Pack Friday. Today we are playing Rogue Heroes, which honestly I think I might play a couple of times because I really like it. It feels very reminiscent of Legend of Zelda. And yeah. Ow, I set myself on fire.
Bitch titties, bitch titties. The chrome-like crater in Terminator 2 were expanding foam rubber, not CGI.
Huh.
2010, Doctors Torres and Luckham debuted their spray-on fabric in a fashion show at the Imperial College of London. Their science was inspired by traditions of textile making like felt, where the fibers were bound instead of stitched or woven.
Interesting.
There is a type of mineral called cumming tonight.
Yep, I'm very familiar with coming tonight.
It's magnesium, iron, silicate hydroxide.
Fun.
The Lyle radiological incident where 3 Georgians discovered 2 abandoned radioactive sources in the forest, found where there was no snow for about 3-foot radius, and the ground was steaming. They decided to use them as heat sources for the night, and 1 died.
Oh no.
Yeah.
This is why you don't fuck around with radiation.
50 to 150 witches in Papua New Guinea each year. 2004, some claim witches had invisibility caves because they saw it in Harry Potter.
Witchcraft has always been very interesting to me because, like, hypothetically, some of the things that witchcraft can do is possible. Like zombies and voodoo doctors and like that sort of stuff. That's real. Like,
yeah, you manipulate matter and change its form using other chemical compounds.
yeah. Also, I believe like Wicca and like witchcraft like that is all about like energy. So if you like believe something's gonna happen, it'll definitely happen at some point. That
William
sounded dumb.
Stoughton, which was the chief judge of the Salem witch trial, sentenced 19 men and women to death during trials despite not having any training or education or even a degree to practice law.
Man, fuck him. His mom was a hoe.
Another thing about the Salem witch trials is hallucinogenic fungus has been found in the water supply that was used at the time.
Among Us? I'm kidding. I heard what you said.
Ortolan bunting was a vulnerable song that...
Oh.
Okay, the Ortolan buntling is a vulnerable song which a popular dish has been made out of it, where the bird is drowned in brandy, then roasted and eaten whole, except for the beak and the beak. Diners drape a towel over the head to debatably hide this act from God.
Yeah, I know about that, and it's because of an American Dad episode. It's very fucked up. Also, just to jump back to witchcraft real fast, did you know, in the past, witchcraft wasn't exactly well, okay, so, it's kind of weird. Witchcraft wasn't a crime under Christian, like, laws and stuff in, like, England. Because, like, if you were to believe that witches existed, you were basically saying, oh, hey, there are beings out there that are more powerful than God. And that wasn't cool in the Catholic Church. So witchcraft wasn't kind of a thing. Until a pastor who had a huge boner for this one woman in his village kept getting like denied by her, and this was like a woman who was like, hey, you're a crazy person, fuck you, and everybody around this man was like, hey, you're insane, stop doing this. And then he basically wrote what was essentially the witch hunter's guide, and that kicked off witch hunting. I don't remember the full story, so what I just said, probably not 100% true, but Chris, you have a vague idea of what I'm talking about, right? You watched that episode on Werewolves by Overly Sarcastic Podcast.
Maybe?
It was it was Red's Halloween episode, and she talked about werewolves. And it also got into the Salem witch trials, because, like, in a weird way, werewolves were also associated with witchcraft.
That's true, yeah.
But then, like, there were, like, these, like, Christian werewolves that fought witch. It was all very weird.
And there was also, like, this all may have started because of some hyena sightings of, like, striped hyenas and, like, yeah.
Yeah, werewolves are a weird and tumultuous, like, where did this start? Where did they go? And it's like at first it was
Plus,
like,
the idea of shapeshifters is as old as we know.
Yeah.
Because we have literal cave art and literally, like, carvings dating back 40 some odd thousand years depicting humanoids with animal features.
Yeah. Like, at first it was just like, yeah, these are like a race of people that can just do this. They do what they do. Then it, like, turned into, like, Wrath of the Gods, like, like Zeus and stuff, like, or Wrath of the Gods or Blessing of the Gods. And then it turned into just Wrath of Big God, because, the Christianization of the world. It was real weird.
Yeah.
Christianity has, like, vastly fucked up our, what's the word? Like Norse mythology, that's fucked up because of Christianity.
Yeah. A lot of bastardization.
Yeah.
Because it's implied in at least some stories that Loki isn't, like, they aren't as evil as they're typically portrayed, because they're sort of like, they're the scapegoat.
Yeah. Honestly, as Red of what's it called, of Overly Sarcastic Podcasts, has said, Loki is less of a devil figure and more of a Jesus figure, if you really think about it. There's also the fact that sometimes the epithet of the serpent is used for Loki, even though in some things it is never used. But because, it is something that is heavily associated with Satan, it is used. Once again, trying to, like, paint Loki as, like, a Satan figure. It's all real dusty.
The first page, the Gettysburg Address, was written in Washington in ink and on official stationery. The second page was written at Gettysburg in pencil on a piece of napkin paper that happened to be on hand.
I almost said something real stupid.
What?
The Gettysburg Address, more like the Gettysburg Address, because, it was penned up by heterosexuals. I'll see myself out.
Bye, guys.
No, we've only been recording for 9 minutes.
Thanks to his cameo, Stan Lee currently has the record for appearing in movies with the overall top grossing box office sales.
Interesting.
Fitz Haber was a Jewish chemist who discovered mass synthesis of ammonia as fertilizer. He later aided Germany in World War I by discovering nitrogen explosives, weaponized chlorine gas, and early versions of zyklon gas.
Huh. So, we poisoned their asses with dangerous acids. Gas it! Fuck! Shit! God! I am not on my A game tonight, guys. I am so sorry.
Certain types of fly larvae that are ideal for treating gangrene because they feed on dead infected tissue, but leave healthy tissue alone. However, because of the nature of this type of treatment, many people are reluctant to do it.
Oh, word?
The slowest speed of light ever achieved was 17 meters a second, or 38 miles per hour, in 1998 by shooting a laser through extremely cold sodium atoms.
Just a little random fact for me, but did you know that people think that one of the Beatles died way earlier and uh, got replaced in a lot of the music?
Yeah, it's such a dumb one. It's
No,
such a
no.
weird conspiracy theory.
Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. Which one is it supposed to be? Isn't it supposed to be
I
like one of the alive ones
don't
still?
remember. One second.
I think it was supposed to be for Paul.
Conspiracy theory about the Beatles. I know there's a conspiracy theory that John Lennon isn't dead.
Yes,
Uh,
yes.
Paul is dead. Paul McCartney is a. This is just the conspiracy theory alleging that the English musician Paul McCartney of the Beatles died November 9th, 1966, and was secretly replaced by.
I'm sorry. What was that?
Did you hear me?
I heard. I knew. I feel like I knew what you were gonna say. You were gonna say got replaced with a body double,
What it'll look like, yeah.
with a lookalike. Yeah.
So it's Paul's dead.
Yeah. And isn't Paul McCartney still alive?
I'll look real fast.
I know one of them are still
Yes.
alive. Yeah, I think he still gets questions about it. And, it's so fucking insane. But then again, it's not, the only, what's the word? Celebrity conspiracy theory, because plenty of people think Avril Lavigne died years ago. And the Avril Lavigne that's, jaunting around now is a body double.
Yeah, conspiracy theory, man. Fucking. Sometimes they're just fucking weird.
I don't know. I like the weird ones that
Other
definitely...
times they're actually true, like the FBI killed Martin Luther King.
Yeah. Well, is that really a conspiracy theory? Because I feel like they came right out and said it.
They more or less have confirmed, but it's fucking. It was a conspiracy theory for the longest time.
Well, I like the conspiracy theories that don't really hurt. Well, actually, no, I can't say that, because sometimes conspiracy theories really hurt people. Like, for example, do you know what is happening in the chess world right now?
Is this about the butt plug?
Yes. So, there is no basis for it. The conspiracy theory is that the guy, this kid played off against his, master, his chess master or whatever, and he basically won. No, not basically, he did win. And it has started basically a firestorm of did this kid cheat? And the what's the word? Oh, this kid cheated in this thing. We don't know how, but he definitely did. And your favorite jackass who wants to create travel to the moon for the ultra rich, Elon Musk, floated the idea that he used anal beads to cheat. I don't know how he could cheat with anal beads.
What?
I don't know.
Yeah, because I think I heard it's a butt plug and the vibrations would tell him on his next move. That would require him telling him next.
Yeah, that would require understand I don't know
and fucking
is it a
if it was his master saying okay, I'm gonna play the game and so you'll win and that. An easier way to do that would the master would lay out these are the moves I'm going to do ahead of time. Then they practiced it because he's his fucking teacher.
Well, yeah. Well, here's the thing. This is what I read because I saw it on Tumblr and it was under a read more. Apparently, some data analysts or something. Now I don't remember it quite very well. This is just what I'm remembering offhandedly. Some of the people looked back at the thing, not the what's it called, the match, and the teacher played very, very poorly. So the conspiracy right now is that basically Big Chest is trying to kill this kid's career before it even starts.
This is so fucking stupid.
I don't know. Chess is a dumb sport. Chess is a dumb game.
I mean, I like playing chess on the occasion, but I also recognize there are better games.
I will never. Chess has forever been ruined for me because of a
The
game
butt
of.
plug.
No, not because of the butt plug. Just because of people that I interacted back at my old college. Not our shared college, but another old college, and I just TLDR. There was a chess and games club at my school where on the weeks we would play like board games and stuff, and then on the off weeks they would play chess. I got confused and I ended up there when I was playing chess, when they were playing chess, and there was this one guy who is a giant dick. Like, he is a I will play to win, fuck everybody else kind of guy. I ended up playing one of those millennial games that takes way too long to set up, and it was basically about bartering and shit. And he made a deal with another guy, a very under the table deal with this guy. Like, they whispered and stuff, and the deal was basically nobody trades with me, and that was super shitty. It's yeah, I made the deal with this guy, I wouldn't trade with you. And it's okay, so you made this deal, why? Just to be a shitty person? Just so I do not have fun with this game because I can't do anything? Because sorry, I am rambling and ranting.
Was it Catan or something?
No, it wasn't Catan. It was one of those weird space games.
I remember in high school, we would play games every so often. My group of friends would, and we notorious would play Risk and stuff. But sometimes we'd play games we would have chess nights, or we would do Go Fish or Monopoly or stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
But it became a thing. I noticed early on, when playing Risk or something, I would be, if I played brutally, I would win handily. Or I play Monopoly. A big thing with Monopoly with me is I hate Monopoly.
No, I get that.
But I know how to play it, and so I am ruthless and almost always win. I also find being ruthless makes the game go faster.
But it also makes other players very miserable.
Yeah, the goal of Monopoly is you fucking asshole. Yeah. That's the point. It's not like a game where it's oh yeah, we want supposed to be a fucking asshole. That's why it was created, because the guy made it as a parody of
capitalism.
Yeah, during the Great Depression. Yeah. But I quickly realized that if I play brutally, I'll win, but other people won't want to play with me again.
Yeah, I get that.
And so what I ended up doing a lot of the time was I would tone it down or make purposely bad decisions so other people would win, to get them to keep playing. And eventually, my friend Dylan caught on to this, and he had a thing he would say of just he's oh, if Chris is playing badly, fun. Because if Chris isn't having fun, he'll kick your ass.
No, that's fair. That's understandable.
Because Chris is playing badly because it means you'll play longer. Which that was just something I thought was interesting. That he noticed it and then came up with this thing over he plays badly. He said he likes playing. If he hates playing, you're gonna lose.
Yeah, if he hates playing, he's gonna brute force it. And that's kind of why I like D&D and like tabletops and stuff because
Where
like
it's collaborative.
yeah, well, occasionally it's collaborative. Sometimes you get like another player that's kind of a douche.
Yeah.
Yeah, like like or like the DM is kind of bad sometimes. Like what's the word? Like like you want to have fun, but then the DM like wants you to have fun in a specific way, and then it's just not fun overall. Am I making sense? This is a jab at like one of our old DMs.
Yeah.
Well, I
That
didn't
makes
really
sense.
play with. I tried playing with him once, but then after the first session, I'm like, oh god, am I really this desperate for D&D?
If
How?
you if your goal is to have all the characters do specific plot beats and things go these specific ways. There's a better way to do that than playing D&D. It's
Mm-hmm.
called writing a book.
Well, I think that's what he like played the D. Like that's why he was DMing. He was like trying to do this for his fucking book, but like if you want to write a book based on D&D, if you want to be the next Duritz, and you want to base it off of your fucking D&D campaign, you gotta let the players play and then write the story around what the players do. You know what I
you
mean?
What you do is you let the players play. You play the game, but you write down everything that's happened.
Yeah. Like, Duritz, like the character, is based off of somebody's campaign, correct?
Yes.
Yeah,
Those That's why like drow are actually playable. That's because at some point one person was like, "I want to play a drow that's not an asshole."
yeah. Or like male drow are a little more like prevalent now because they also made them a male drow.
Yes.
But what else? What do you think? Okay. Well, we've been going for 22 minutes just rambling and shit. So
Okay. One
yeah,
last thing.
yeah. One last thing.
A kiwi has more potassium than banana, more vitamin C than orange, and more vitamin E and K than avocado.
Oh, got to get your vitamin
Bye,
dick
guys,
somewhere.
gals. No, fuck you. Bye.